Hello class, this is CIT 12. This is Mr. DeVoe-Peterson, and I'm in Canvas right now, so I want to show you some of the resources I included up here. Of course, the syllabus, which I've already reviewed with my welcome email that I sent out. You already have access to that. I sent it out the weekend before class started. This is how to get to the My IT Lab website. If you forget, you can just click here, and you'll jump in here, and you'll get to myitlab.com. It redirects to pearson.com and all of this, but it's if you remember myitlab.com, you'll get there, or just click here. Some technology support at the college, tutorial services, a little virtual hub, and then some tips here, and these 3 videos here for how to do trainings and assessments from ITLab, and then how to do the hands-on test, and how to look at your assignment score and how to understand what the score is. There's My IT Lab Tech Support here you can click on. And for instance, if you need help setting up your browser, and Office 365 for Windows. You don't have it for the Mac. You need to use it for Windows. Now this is week 1, and this video will go right here. And this is showing you everything in this module is week 1. The top part is My IT Lab, right? So what we have is Windows 10 training and assessment. I'll go into that in a minute. And then your ebook for Pearson, and this is from Technology in Action. You'll need to click here and log into Pearson. I'll go ahead and do it. How about that? I'm going to go into it now. I think I'm already logged into Pearson though. And if I am, the book's going to show up. And I am. We'll show that in the middle. So here's Technology in Action. Let me just click on it. You're going to click on My Textbooks, and then you'll see it. Here we go. Here's a table of contents. You only have 5 minutes to study. No. Let's go here to table of contents. Let's go to chapter, what did I say? I said chapters 2 and 6. So let me go back in here, chapters 2, and we'll come down here to input devices. So this is talking about, again, at the beginning here, looking at your computer, looking at all the components and parts. That's what this is. This is your ebook, and you'll thumb through this, and you'll click on Advance to the next page, and there's a couple of things here you should know. Here, if you click on these little highlighted words, you'll get extra information. Many times these highlighted words are answers to quiz questions. A binary digit, I think there's an answer to a quiz question right there. So as you go through this, integrated circuits, all right, so very handy, very handy. So let me get back to where I was. Let me back here. I'm in Canvas. I was right here, chapter 2, and then this is chapter 6, and it brings you to the same ebook. So you'll need to do these 2, reading of these 2 chapters, 2 and 6, and then do the Windows training and assessment. So let's jump into that. And it's going to redirect you to My IT Lab, and if you're not logged in, it'll ask you to, like it is asking me right now. So we'll go ahead and do that, and I want to go here to the CIT 12 class, and in My IT Lab for week 1, here's Windows 10 training, and I'll go ahead and open it up so you can see it. And here are the things you're going to learn about Windows 10, searching a Windows 10 document, customizing taskbars, using the snipping tool, installing and uninstalling programs, and then I can launch. And it went outside the window, so let me drag it in here. And this is showing me, this is what you want to do is you'll maximize this window. If I do it now, it's going to go outside my recorded space, so I'm going to leave it in here so you can see it. Let me resize this as best I can to the recorded space. You'll maximize and fill your window. Okay, so what does it want you to do? It wants you to sign into Windows using your Microsoft account and entering this email password, which is My IT Lab 1234. So I could just type it, but if I'm not sure, I'm going to come down here. Let's see, let me drag this down a little bit. I'm going to come down here to Learning Aids, and I'm going to click this, and I can watch a video to tell me how to do it. I won't do it. I'll just log in here because I think I can handle this. My IT Lab 1234. When you watch a video to do it, you'll still have to come here and complete the task. And no, don't say the password. Let's you not do that. Okay, display the home window page in the settings. So I'm not sure how to do that. I would go to Learning Aids. And you would proceed through this. There's 26 tasks for Windows 10. So it'll take you some time. If you're not having time to finish, you'll save. If you did get finished, you'll submit for grading. Now, I'm going to submit now, and it's going to give me a lousy score, but that's okay. After you do the training, then you do the assessment. The difference in the assessment, for instance, for task 1, where you log in as my TLab1234, it would give you a different password, but the same kind of tasks. So you'll proceed through that and do the training and assessment. All of this is week 1. And then let's go back to my assignments. Let me go back to, I did the ebook. Here we go. Sooner or later, I'm going to get back here. Let's go back to my assignments. I was right here, Windows 10 Training and Assessments. It jumped me into my TLab. I went to the ebook and opened these up so you can see these ebooks for reading. And then to help you understand Chapter 2 and Chapter 6, there's narrated PowerPoints or audio PowerPoints. And I'll just start one up so you can see it. I'm going to launch it, and I can click this.
Welcome to Technology
Start
in Action,
button,
18th edition.
And it's going to read it to me. So that's kind of cool. There's also, let me back out of here, and there's also chapter study guides for Chapter 2. I'll use that for the example. And these are actual quiz questions. These are questions I can ask you. They're only multiple choice. How many are there? Let's take a look. There are 39. I'm only going to ask you 25 on a 20 on a quiz. So these are all the quiz questions. So you might peruse it and see what kind of things might I ask, and see if you find the answer to these as you're reading. That's how I would proceed with that. So let me back out of here. So I showed you Chapter 2. There's also Chapter 6, an audio PowerPoint, and a Chapter 6 study guide. And here are some extra credit tasks for you. This is a DEI video with 5 quiz questions. That's it. I think you can multiple attempts for that too. 20 points extra credit. And then this is your discussion post. There's only going to be 4 in this 9 weeks, and it's a chance for you to say, I learned this, I didn't know it before, this is cool, or, you know, I really didn't understand this one concept, could you explain it better? And then the following week, I will answer those questions. Okay, in week 2, we're now going to have a quiz on chapters 2 and 6. Probably looks very similar to the syllabus I walked you through, and I tried to lay it out the same way. In my TLab, you're going to have Word Chapter 1. In week 3, you're going to have an overview on chapters 2 and 3 in Microsoft Word. And then you'll have two new chapters to read, 4 and 5, all right? And then you'll have, with those 2 chapters, PowerPoints and study guides. And then guess what? In week 4, you have quizzes on those chapters 4 and 5. And you'll be working on what's known as the hands-on grader project. And this is where you download the Word document and in an instruction sheet, perform those tasks, those edits, if you will, in the document, like bold, formatting, highlighting, copy, paste, and things like that, margin settings. Perform those tasks and then upload for grading. All right, so that's week 4. So you've kind of been through the whole cycle with Word. Now we start with Excel from week 5, and you'll have chapters 1, 2, and 3 to do in my TLab, training and assessment. And then you'll have 2 chapters in Technology in Action in your ebook to read. All right, here they are. And then with those 2 chapters, 3 and 7, you have PowerPoints and study guides and a discussion topic. All right, here it is, a week 5 discussion topic. And then for week 6, you're going to quiz you on chapters 3 and 7. And we're going to do, just like we did for Word, we're going to do a hands-on Excel project, which an instruction video to show you how to do it. And then this is where you go to download the file. And when you download the file, you go to, let's see, we're in week 6. Let's jump to it. Let's come down here to week 6 so you can see it. Here we go. There's the Excel lab test and the 2 chapter quizzes. They're right here, right? What do they say? They say in Canvas, take the chapter quiz. So let's see if they exist there. This is week 6. Here they are. the chapter quizzes 3 and 7 are in Canvas. I try to separate this, the weekly modules, so the top part would be my IT Lab, and the bottom part with the little the title items in Canvas or what you do there. Okay, so now we're going to go into PowerPoint. We're done with Excel, and we have 3 chapters to do, trainings and assessments. And we have 3 chapters to read. And these are the last 3 chapters in your book. There's 9 total. So we circle back to do chapter 1, and we finish chapters 8 and 9. All right, that's the ebook you read. And with those 3 chapters, there's the PowerPoint, there's study guides, and another discussion topic. And no surprise here, there are your quizzes on those 3 chapters, 20 questions each. And this is the hands-on Excel, or not Excel, PowerPoint project, where you'll download the starting file and instruction sheet, complete the task, do the edits, save, and upload for grading, and then the final. So that is kind of it. So I've shown you what the Canvas site looks like, and I'll be putting announcements in here, and they'll show at the top for each week. You'll see that. And then in my IT Lab, everything, just like in Canvas, is organized in weekly sections here. And notice that they're indented, so hopefully you can see what we're doing. In week 1, there is the training and assessment for Windows 10. In week 2, we start with Word training and assessment. They call it 1A and 1B for training, and 1A and 1B for assessment. And then in week 3, we finish off and do the last 2 chapters, chapters 2 and 3 for Word. And then the tests again for the chapters you read prior to the week 4 are in Canvas. I denoted here in Canvas, and then there's the Word hands-on test. So this is very, very thin and just the My IT Lab material. And then your Canvas site kind of has an overview of all the assignments that you're going to do. So week 1, you've got you have your My IT Lab section at the top and Canvas at the bottom. I think that explains it pretty much. So I would anticipate if you have questions, I'm going to hear from you. So make sure you get a hold of me. And I think that's it for now. I'll leave you with that. So just know that week 1, you got to get registered in My IT Lab and start the Windows 10 training. We're doing an 18-week class in 9 weeks, so we are condensing it. It is a little rushed. And I try to start it off slow and kind of get you into a rhythm, and hopefully that'll help. But let me hear from you if you have questions. All right. We'll see you on the net.